For a moment, no talking, just coffee and a pipe. Take your time. This moment is yours.
Shadows fall across the glass, whispers drift, the moments pass. Light dissolves a fading line, time is breaking yours and mine. Echoes of the future calling, fragments rise for years of falling. Every sound a ghost of fire, every silence takes us higher. Steps remain where none have been. Dreams return, begin again. Voices bend through endless skies. Lost tomorrows in our eyes. Echoes of the future calling. Fragments rise while years are falling. Every sound a ghost of fire. Every silence takes us We are fragments, we are waves, carved in memory, carved in space. One note lingers, one breath stays, echoes fading far
The air in the garden held the first hints of autumn. The walnut tree had begun to shed its bounty, the shells dropping with a quiet thud onto the ground below. Each fallen nut marked the slow turning of the season, a sign that summer had loosened its hold. A cool breeze drifted over the table where a cup of coffee rested, steam curling upward in slow, deliberate spirals. The chair creaked softly as I leaned back, feeling the weight of the familiar routine settle around me once again. It had been many weeks since my holiday, though the memories still lingered in fragments, like the aftertaste of a fine tobacco that clings long after the pipe has cooled. The garden itself seemed to welcome me back without question. The hedge stood firm and green as ever, unchanged by the passing of time, a quiet wall around this small world. The birds moved with their usual certainty, and even the hum of distant traffic felt the same. Yet inside me, there was a difference. Travel has a way of shaping memory into something tender, almost fragile. I found myself recalling the streets I had walked, the slow meals enjoyed in places where the air held a different scent, and the gentle quiet of evenings when every sound seemed sharpened by newness. Sitting here again, I felt both comfort in the familiar and a faint ache for what was already behind me. The place I had visited was no stranger to me. Its streets and corners carried echoes from earlier days, and each return felt like opening an old book whose pages were already known, yet always dear. Now, back in my garden, I felt the quiet pull of those memories, their warmth mingled with the present. There was a longing woven through them, not sharp, but steady, a reminder that part of me wished still to be there, even as I settled once more into this ground I knew so well. When I thought of my holiday, I felt both warmth and distance. The days had been filled with places I had not known in years, with moments that seemed longer simply because they were rare. I remembered the way old buildings leaned toward one another, as if whispering stories I could not fully understand. I remembered evenings when I wished time would stretch a little further, refusing to yield to the night. These thoughts rose like the smoke from my pipe, delicate and fleeting, easy to lose if I did not hold on. Yet, as the garden wrapped itself around me again, I knew that those days now belonged to memory, treasured but untouchable. The coffee before me tasted deeper for being here on this ground I knew so well. Its warmth settled into my hands, into the steady rhythm of the present. I lit my pipe, watching the smoke rise in soft gray threads that drifted upward before dissolving into the sky. The flavor of the tobacco was itself a reminder of the holiday, purchased in a quiet shop far from home. Each draw carried a trace of that time, a link between then and now, a gentle thread binding memory to this very morning. There are things one misses on holiday without realizing it until returning home. The comfort of one's own chair, the rhythm of the garden, the silence of familiar corners. But there are also things not missed at all. Some sounds, like the sudden growl of a neighbor's vehicle, remind us that life carries on with all its interruptions, even in places where we seek peace. Yet such details make the return feel complete, part of the tapestry of daily life that travel cannot erase. As sitting there, I felt the balance between longing and belonging. Travel had left me with a collection of moments, bright and full of detail, yet also softened by distance. Home gave me something steadier, something less dramatic, but equally precious, a rhythm that asked for nothing and gave much in return. Both belonged to me, and in their own ways, both offered a form of peace. The morning stretched gently. There was no hurry. I leaned back, watching the sky open into a lighter blue, and felt the quiet weight of contentment, touched still with the faint ache of longing. It was not the brilliance of discovery nor the thrill of distant places, but rather the calm assurance that here, in this small and ordinary space, life could be enough. The cup grew lighter as I drank, the pipe grew warmer in my hand, and the world turned slowly on its own, without demand. The holiday was already weeks behind me, yet its memory lived on, both comforting and bittersweet. It would always remain, ready to return in thought whenever I wished. Here, the garden offered something else, a return to simplicity, to the slow unfolding of a day without measure. Both the longing for what was past and the peace of what was present found their place together. Take your time. This moment is yours.